Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're underway from the bank. Rasheen Ali on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Lamar's going to keep this one. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Changing it up here, Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Blitz coming here, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing a 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Roop knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Now, a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd and 8. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Running it now out of the gun. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
To number 13, Christian Kirk. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Texans.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. He's got it on the bootleg. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stroud off of play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun now for Stroud. This connects with Schultz. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 29 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They go play action with Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got First down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The give inside to Chung. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ali to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. Bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal. I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Lamar now from the gun. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar back to throw. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
so critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Finds his fullback. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the pistol, Henry. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Jackson trying to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, a run for Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Henry. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Takes out a one-stop. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
From the red zone now. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens would take the lead with a score. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 3.
set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Here's Stroud now. Schultz with the catch. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Stroud throwing here on 1st. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot before the half. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Chubb up the middle. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. And you could tell, just look at him down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Houston.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
They are running from the gun with Chubb. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try and get it into Nico Collins. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Texans.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Complete to Chubb. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught. This is Kirk. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, That's the trust, and then they got to believe that that's...
And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
13, Ravens 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Ali to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Lamar off the play fake. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
2nd and 8. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's Lamar on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards, so in that way their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
Would have been about a 50-yard attempt on the field goal. The offense staying out there to go for this. The tight end going in motion right. Running for it. Here's Henry. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 17, Texans 13.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First down, Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. This gets forward to around the 29. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans first down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Chubb here on first down. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. A draw now. This is Henry. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's trapped down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. He calls his own number again. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on first and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for second and long.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Handoff headed right to Henry. A second down run good for 4. That brings up third down.
Henry Topo on the stop. That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, Henry. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Running once more with Henry. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here's Hill. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw. Andrews has it, work in the middle. This spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. Jackson keeping it himself. And this one's overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
Hey, 4th down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. And a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Texans losing by 4. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So now here's 3rd and 5. To throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. This connects with Schultz. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. You look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Looking to throw it. This connects with Higgins. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Again, Stroud. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.